actually filming a video. It's basically a haul, but it's like a collective haul of a bunch of new stuff that I've gotten. Either these things are things I purchased myself or companies actually sent me for review. So as I go through this, I'm gonna kind of mention like condensed reviews about things that I've already tried so you guys can have an idea of whether these things are worth you going out to purchase or maybe not. By the way, I got my camera back if you haven't noticed. I also tried to adjust the lighting situation and kind of get it on track because I know if I'm looking back at other videos I've made, like the lighting is all kinds of crazy weird and I don't understand why because I'm not changing anything in my camera. I feel like it's probably the lighting that's changing. So hopefully I've got it down now. Hopefully I look like normal flesh tone and not alien green or elephant gray. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is actually something that my husband bought me. He was kind enough to buy me something makeup related, which food is not the way to my heart. Makeup is, as I'm sure most of you agree. In any case, he was asking what I wanted from Sephora and I told him this is what I wanted. Have you guys heard about this? It's pretty much the most amazing palette ever. It's taking the place of my Lorac Pro palette, which I didn't think was possible, but apparently it is. This is the Kat Von D, what are you called? Ladybird palette, and it is all matte gorgeousness. I mean, I'm gonna show you a close-up clearly. You guys are looking at it right now. But here it is here. These colors are just to die for, amazing matte shades. My favorite one so far, let me see the name of it, is Cleopatra. And it's this like burnt orange color, which I didn't think I'd really like, but I love using it kind of to blend out my colors in the crease here. It just adds some nice warmth. And then I'm also loving this like highlighting shade. And then this shade next to it here, what are you called? The highlighting one is called, oh my god, I don't know what the hell that says. Vespertine? Okay. And then the other one is called Rhineholder. Words I don't know. This is Rhineholder and it's like kind of, it reminds me so much of Mauve, I think it is, from the Lorac Pro palette. It's like that kind of mauvey gray shade. Loving it in the crease. And then it also comes with one of her eyeliners here, what do you call it? Autograph pencil, and it's an Immortal Love. It's like a brown, chocolatey brown color. And I've been using this in my waterline, which is gorge. I think this was like 30 something, so not too bad actually. And this is the perfect size for traveling, which is something I mentioned about the Lorac Pro palette. It's just a little bit too big for travel. This is my new fave. Coastal Scents was nice enough to send me some products to check out. Actually, they sent me like a gift code so I could purchase some stuff to check out. Anyway, I hadn't really tried out anything from Coastal Scents before. I have BH palettes, BH eyeshadow palettes and blush palettes and palette palettes, but I never tried anything Coastal Scents, so it was pretty cool for me to be able to try these things, and I'm going to explain to you the good and the bad. The first thing I got is the Creative Me palette, and this is, it's like interchangeable shadows, which is really cool, and there's a gigantic mirror on it, which is kind of nice. The shadows are super bright and gorgeously vibrant looking. Looking is the key word there, because they're not very pigmented. Here's a purple shade I just swatched. Here's a pink shade. The pink's not too bad actually. We'll do this blue up here. They're not terrible, but they're definitely not super bright. Now, I'm going to mention that Coastal Scents isn't an expensive brand, you know, it's definitely more cost effective, so you can't expect them to be crazy amazing quality, but then you think of something like Wet n Wild, and their shadows are amazing for really, really cheap. So, if you're looking at getting something from Coastal Scents, I don't necessarily recommend this palette in particular, although some of the colors are really nice, some of them are kind of chalky and not so pigmented. The next thing I'm going to show you is actually in my Z palette, so ignore that. But they actually, or they didn't send me these, I picked these out, Avi. This from, not the red one. The red one I actually talked about in my Colors of the Rainbow tag. That is from Ricky's Matisse Elite. It is called Fetish, and it is amazing. If you haven't looked at that video, go check it out. I swatch it in there. But these other bottom colors here, the really bright ones, I got from Coastal Scents, and they are not too shabby. I swatched a few of them here. The pink one kind of sucks, but then the other ones aren't too bad. This chartreusey lime green color isn't really that bad. Still, they're not that fantastic, but they're not terrible either. And I think these little pans were $2 or $3, I can't remember. So they're not, I mean, they're not that expensive either if you're looking to get some sort of eyeshadows to fill up a palette or something. They look pretty in there, don't they? It's like rainbow fun time. Another thing I picked up from Coastal Scents, why is it so hard for me to say Coastal Scents? is a gigantic kabuki brush. I have another kabuki brush. It's right behind me over here. You can kind of see it, I think, right there. That is from e.l.f., which I've really loved that one for quite a long time. Kabuki brushes can be ridiculously expensive. And this one actually was kind of expensive for Coastal Scents. I think it was like $15, which for them, that's kind of pricey. In any case, it's humongous. It's very thick and fluffy, and it's not very dense. If you're looking for a dense kabuki, it's definitely not this. But it's the one thing I don't necessarily like about it, which I thought I would, is that it's really, really big. Like, it's really big on your face. So applying powder and stuff, it kind of gets everywhere, which is why I think I really like my e.l.f. one. It's just a lot smaller. Still just as fluffy. I feel like the e.l.f. one's a little bit more dense as well, and this one was maybe like $2 or something. So if you're looking at kabuki brushes, I would definitely go e.l.f. over Coastal Scents. Coastal Scents. Ooh! And the last things I picked up from them were a bunch of glitters. I don't have any glitters, and sometimes I'll do crazy weird eyeshadow looks and post them on Instagram. And I like to try to make them pop with something, and I didn't really have any glitter to use, so I wanted to pick up some fun colors. So I haven't tried these yet. I can't speak to how they work or anything. I also don't have a glitter base to use, so I definitely need to pick one of those up. I think I'm gonna get the LA Splash one. If any of you have used that one and you have pros or cons about it, please let me know below so I can know before I go. Bye. The first color I got here is this purple shade, and it is called Razzle Dazzle, I think, and it looks really metallic, like super metallic purple. The next one I got is called Crystal Ball, and this reminds me of like when you're doing arts and crafts projects in school and it was like a snow scene. This is what you would put on the snow. It's really pretty. It just reminds me of like snow time on arts and crafts. This next one is called Starburst, and this is a really bright yellow glitter. It's really, really beautiful. I like the yellow. This one is called Twinkling Pearl, and it's a blue shade. Also really pretty. This one looks like it has less in it than the other ones. It sure does. Oh, maybe it's all in the top part. That's probably what happened. It's in the sifter. And then the other one is called Mermaid Mist, and this one's really, really gorge. It does remind me of a mermaid's tail. It's just like a really beautiful like aqua green shade with some like goldish glitter. So there's a company located here in Florida called Pretty Zombie Cosmetics, and what she carries are the most amazing, gorgeous pigments, okay? They're just like super vivid and bright and beautiful colors. She may carry other things too, but those are the main things I saw on her site. I'll have a link below if you want to go check them out. They're awesome. She actually sent me some of her pigment stacks to try out, and I'm going to swatch some for you so you guys can see how awesome they are. Now, something to keep in mind with these when I show you the swatches is that these are all matte as well. They're matte pigments. I don't really have many pigments to compare these to or anything, but I can tell you right now that these are so vibrant. Can you see that? Of course, I swatched it on the weird side of my hand again, so it's awkward for me to show you, but these are so amazing. I'm actually going to zoom in right now so you can see them. So I hope this is focused because I've never done this before. But these are 3 of the pigments in this stack here. The stack is called, what are you called? Miss De-Ville, and it's this really cute tiny little stack and the labels on top and everything. But these are the most pigmented pigments. Oh, they're so amazing. You have to go check these out for sure, for sure. She also sent me another stack of more neutral shades, which are also just as pigmented and beautiful. There's like a matte brown down here, and these 2 are like shimmery. So perfect. And then 3 like single pigment stacks here, which there's pink, a blue, and a purple, and they're all just as perfect as the first one. So not much else to say other than go check them out. They're freaking radical. So I'm pretty sure I've talked about Lush Lacquer in past videos. Actually, I know I have. I've also done swatches on my nails or nail looks on my Instagram with Lush Lacquer, and they sent me some nail polishes, and these are amazing. I already had 2 that I talked about maybe in a monthly favorites, and these are just as perfect. This one's called Glitter Girl, and this is like an iridescent duochrome, not duochrome, holographic glitter with black, white, pink, and purple in there. This one is called Light Bright. This is one of my favorite glitters I have all together out of my whole collection. And this is like multicolored glitter, different sizes, different shapes. Perfect. And then this next one's called Haywire. This is like a white creamy base with different neon specks in there, and then there's like blue lines, like little bars of blue in there. So unique. These are so unique, it's crazy. This next one's called I Lost My Marbles, and this is a pink cream base with, again, the neon, different sizes, shapes, and colors of, they're not even glitter, they're like confetti in there. So awesome. I will have Lush Lacquer linked below as well. And then if you guys want to see some of them swatched on my nails, you can check out my Instagram. They also have an Instagram as well where they have different people's nail looks featured. So it's kind of cool to see them before you buy them. That's what I do. With all of my like an indie nail polishes I've ever bought, I always go and look at other people's swatches before I decide on which ones I want, because it's kind of cool to see them on other people's nails before you buy. So with painting my nails a million times a week, I've actually dried out my cuticles pretty well with like the acetone nail polish going on and off and all that jazz. So I wanted to try out a new cuticle butter, and this one is called Burt's Bees. It's from Burt's Bees, I should say. It's not called Burt's Bees, it's from Burt's Bees, and it's the lemon butter cuticle cream. And I've used this pretty much a lot. This is definitely gonna be my monthly favorite, so prepare to see this again. It's dented in, it smells amazing. It smells like lemon meringue pie, and you want to eat it, but then you realize it probably won't taste like lemon meringue pie. It's probably not going to taste very good at all. But what I do is I just take it and I kind of rub it along my cuticles here, like all the time, definitely before bed, after I do my nails and they're like dry. Obviously, you don't want to put it on while they're still wet. That would not work out well for you. And it just really helps moisturize them and make them look a hell of a lot better than they did before. Another thing that has to do with nails, because pretty much the rest of the stuff I'm going to talk about has to do with nails, because I have a lot of nail stuff. I don't know how that happened, it just did. I'm actually been trying a new top coat because I got a little tighter sesh feet. Makeup by Tiffany D mentioned, and I didn't realize it until she mentioned it, that you put it on and it actually shrinks the nail polish you have on your nail. And I was like, girl, that's so true. I never noticed that before. I didn't realize that it was my top coat. I thought it was just like already wearing at the tips, but it was definitely the top coat, because I started using this Out the Door top coat from INM. I don't really know what that stands for, but that's the brand. And it's really fast drying, not quite as fast drying as Seche Vite, but it's just as shiny. It's just a perfect top coat. I will have this link below. I purchased mine on Amazon. Shocking, not really. I buy everything on Amazon, and I really, really like this. Now, you can get this at Sally's. I've seen it at Sally's. I'm just lazy and I didn't feel like going to Sally's, but they have like a big ball bottle of it as well. So if you see that, that's the same thing, and this is awesome. The other thing I don't like about Seche Vite is, before you know it, it's so thick and goopy in the bottle. Even if you don't expose it to a lot of air, it's like strings coming out of your bottle when you go to put it on your nails. It's really difficult to work with when you've had it for a while, which sucks because you don't want to waste it, right? Okay, last but not least, in my new stuff kind of haul video, I have some more nail polishes from a company called Polish Me To Go, and I've talked about these also in my rainbow tag. I talked about this one actually in particular, and these are beautiful, bright, perfect summer cream polishes. There's no glitter in any of the ones I have, the big sizes. They do have some glitter polishes as well. But the thing that's most amazing about these is that they glow in the dark. These are glow in the dark nail polishes. Now, not like the Halloween store glow in the dark nail polishes. These are like professional, legit, amazing glow in the dark nail polishes. There's just such a wide variety of colors too. I know she's coming out with a lot more colors. She got a whole new round of pigments in to work on new colors. So follow them on Instagram. I'll have that link below. I'll have their website link below. Go check them out. It's awesome. This one's called Pretty Girls. It's a neon pink. This one's called Sunny Days. It's a crazy, crazy neon yellow. I had it on in my last couple videos and you guys were all asking about it. It's this one. This one's called Snow Glow, and it's just a white glow in the dark, but it glows like a bluish color. Sick. This one's called Honey My Dew, and it is what I have on my ring finger right here. And it is just a really nice, like peachy kind of neon color. Then she sent me a bunch of minis. Probably not gonna go through all these colors, but I have a handful of minis here. There's some neon greens and yellow and purple, a couple blues, some glitters. This one's really cool. This one's called White Undie, and what this is it's like a white base coat. Really, really, really pigmented white. Like you put it on in one coat and it's pretty much opaque. You could do two if you want. And that way you could put a neon color on top of it and it really stands out. And you don't even have to use as much as the neon. You just kind of use a little bit and it's just like super bright and vibrant. This I'm going to buy in the full size because I love, love, love this. This is like, if you like neon polishes, this is a necessity in your collection. All right guys, so I hope my camera quality is kind of back to being okay. I hope my lighting's all right. I don't really know. I'm not a professional photographer. I've been tinkering with it back and forth and trying to make it work out. Just so you know, a little baby update. My husband and I are moving. We are selling this house and getting a new house, and in transition we'll be living with my parents. I'm a little bit nervous about it. We are gonna be kind of crammed in the upstairs area of their house, which isn't too bad. I mean, they have a big house, but in any case, I'm not gonna have all of my stuff with me. Everything's gonna be kind of packed away. I'm gonna bring all my makeup with me so it's safe and sound, but it's gonna be in boxes. I will be filming still. It'll probably only be 1 video a week. I'll try for 2, but I'm not gonna have anything around me to talk about. And then, I mean, I'm just gonna feel like so out of sorts. We are actually doing that to the mid and end of June, so you'll kind of see this dwindling away as I film. It's making me sad, but it makes me happy to think about having a brand new house and a brand new makeup room to kind of make over. So I hope you guys stick with me and kind of ride it out with me. I'm thinking about doing some vlogs with the process, and you can see how frazzled we are. It's gonna be so great. Don't you want to see that in a vlog? I know, it sounds exciting, right? All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. Bye. And it's not even coming off like it is in person. Like this on the camera, what I see right now looks like highlighter. What I see in my face looks like highlighter on steroids.